to my very first video, a countdown of my personal top 25 favorite Pokemon music. Now before we begin, here are the ground rules. Number 1. Only one version of each song is allowed, so I can't have 8 versions of the Kanto Gym Leader theme. Number 2. These are my personal preferences, so if you don't agree with me, then feel free to let me know in the comments. Number 3. There is no such thing as a bad Pokemon song. Except for Ho-Oh battle theme. Those are just awful. Without further ado, let's begin with my number 25 choice. Nothing got me more psyched up as a kid than walking towards the Elite Four after having beaten the Victory Road, and that's why this has earned the number 25 spot on my list. I've never been a huge fan of the town themes in the Pokemon games. However, in Pokemon Black and White, there is one town theme that really stuck out to me, and that's why it's on this list. There's nothing quite as epic as walking up to the god Pokemon and hearing this theme, and as a result of its epicness, it has earned its number 23 spot on the list. I really do love every single legendary trio theme in the whole series. However, Suicune's one of my personal favorites. I love both versions. I love the original 8-bit version, and I love this version. This version I think I like a little bit more though. I'm not a huge fan of most of the game's villain theme songs. However, King Flair's theme I think is pretty good. There's another theme later on that you'll see that I think is one of the best in the whole series. I bet most of you were wondering how long it would take for me to put a Hoenn song on here. However, this might shock you, but I don't think the music's that great in Hoenn. The whole Emerald, Ruby, Sapphire versions seem kinda weak for me for music. With a couple exceptions, of course, one being the Team Leader theme. I've always loved this theme as a kid, and I always love it now. Oh, X and Y. Everything about this game is so beautiful. The region is beautiful, the music is beautiful, just everything. One of my favorite songs from the game is the legendary battle theme, and that's why it's earned the number 19 spot on my list. The thing that is so great about Viridian Forest is that it combines the Team Rocket theme too, which is an amazing theme. And that's why it's earned its number 18 spot on this list. There's really no bad gym leader theme, and Johto's no exception. It's fun and intense at the same time, and that's why it's on number 17 on my list. When Black and White broke the tradition of how we beat the game and changed the champion battle to be the team leader battle, we got one heck of a battle theme out of it. Battle with End, that's one of my favorite themes in the whole game, and I'm talking about the decisive one. Granted, all the End battles are very good with the theme song. Pokemon Black 2 and White 2 had the best post-game content out of all the games. And no, I don't count the Kanto region as post-game content from Johto, because I don't count the game beaten until you've beaten Red. The best thing to come from this game is the Pokemon World Tournament, where you get to battle the gym leaders and champions of all the regions, with some pretty awesome themes. One location theme that's very good at capturing its location through music is the Ice Path from Heart Gold and Soul Silver. Though I do like both versions of it, the original and this one, so let's try mixing them together. Why can't all songs work like that? The fight with Dialga and Palkia marks the first time in the series that the game decided to have a more epic climax to it instead of the normal battles, and as a result we got a pretty cool theme. That intro says it all. The X and Y Gym Leader theme is one of the coolest themes in the whole series, and I really love it. Iris earns the first champion spot on my list at number 11 with her Princess Anthem rock theme. I know I said before that I'm not a huge fan of the villain team battle themes. However, listen to this one. It's mad catchy and very epic and disorderly at the same time. It's pure chaos. The thing I love the most about this legendary theme is it has remnants of the Lance battle theme as well as the Gary battle theme, which is pretty cool. Champion Dianthia may be one of my least favorite champions in the series. Her team is pretty lame, and she's barely in the game at all. However, her theme song is pretty awesome. Okay, so I can't have 8 versions of the Kanto Leader, but I never said I couldn't have at least one. The Pokemon World Tournament version of the Kanto Leader is really cool, and I've always loved the Kanto leader theme as it is, but this is definitely my favorite of all of them. Granted, they need to stop remaking it. The thing that is so cool about the legendary Geo theme from Black and White is how it slows down and speeds up. Granted, I didn't like it at first, I didn't like the way the drum sounded, but man does that grow on you quick. Yes, the number 5 spot is taken by yet another legendary Chio theme. This time it's the Yuxi theme. This theme has always been one of my personal favorites. It has a very majestic tone to it, while still maintaining its intensity. The remade version of the Champion Lance theme is beyond epic. They did a very good job in Heart Gold and Soul Silver, and there's nothing more epic than battling Red while listening to this blasting in the background. I still remember my first time listening to this theme song as a kid. I fell in love with it instantly, and it's still one of my favorite songs in the series to this day. Champion Cynthia, without a doubt, is my all-time favorite champion. She has an epic piano intro theme, she has a really cool team, and she actually plays an active role in the series. Alright, before we get to my number one choice, I'd like to do some honorable mentions. Most of these didn't quite make the cut because either they were too similar to another song, or they just quite weren't good enough to be quite on the top 25 list. So without further ado, here are some honorable mentions. First of which being the Cypher Admin theme from Pokemon Coliseum. Next up is Lake Cave from Pokemon Platinum. Spear Pillar, also from Platinum. Successor Corina from Pokemon X and Y. This was a hard choice between this and the Gym Leader theme. Rival Battle theme for Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver. Champion Cynthia's epic piano theme. Now, the number one spot on my list. For this, we have to go back. Now imagine, first time playing Pokemon Red version. You finally got all 8 badges. You finally beat the Elite Four, and God was it hard. Then, what do you know? You haven't beaten the game yet. All of a sudden, you have to battle your rival again. This theme will forever be my personal favorite theme of all time. It's epic, and it has major shock value. for watching. Be sure to visit some of my other videos, like my Ice Theme remix and my Kalos Region Gym Leader vs. Successor Corina theme.